Hey guys, привет! Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn one of the most important Russian words, kogda, which means when. It connects two actions in time and shows how one happens in relation to the other, at the same time, before or after. We will look at how to use kogda in the present, past and future, and how the aspect of the verb changes the meaning. Let's get started. Когда links a main action with the time when it happens. The structure of the sentence looks like main action, then когда, and then time action. Let's start with the present tense. Я читаю, когда пью кофе. Both verbs are in the present tense and imperfective. This means it's something that happens regularly and at the same time. Every time I drink coffee, I read. Let's move on to past tense. Я читал, когда пил кофе. Again, both verbs are imperfective. They describe two actions that were happening at the same time in the past. And finally, future tense. Я буду читать, когда буду пить кофе. Both verbs are in the future and imperfective. This describes two simultaneous processes in the future. In Russian, verb tenses must match. Буду читать, буду пить, but not буду читать, пью. Now that the verb forms are clear, let's see where we can place the kogda part in a sentence. Когда я пью кофе, я читаю. Я читаю, когда пью кофе. Both sentences are correct. When the clause with kogda comes first, it sets the time frame. When it comes second, it emphasizes the main action. Just remember to use a comma between the two parts. Now we know the place kogda in a sentence. Let's talk about the verb's aspect. This is where meaning really changes. In Russian, aspect, perfective or imperfective, shows how actions relate in time. Imperfective verbs show process, background, repeated action, while perfective verbs completed result or single event. Let's see how this works in the past and future. Когда я пришел, мама приготовила ужин. Both verbs are perfective, and they show two finished actions, one after another. Mom finished cooking after I came. This is not background, but two separate completed events happening one after another. One more example. Когда я приходил, мама готовила ужин. Both verbs are imperfective and they show a repeated situation in the past. And the last example in the past. Когда я пришел, мама готовила ужин. So we can see here missed aspects. The verb пришел is perfective and shows a short completed action. Готовила imperfective and it shows an ongoing process. This combination is very natural. It means that mom was already cooking when I arrived. One action in progress and one is momentary event. Let's read the example in the future tense. Когда я приду домой, мама приготовит ужин. Both verbs are perfective, and this describes one specific situation in the future, one action after another. When we talk about one specific future event with kogda, Russian uses perfective verbs, not imperfective ones. Now let's see how all of this sounds in a real-life dialogue. Где ты был? Я был в магазине, когда начался дождь. Here начался is perfective, shows a short event, and был is imperfective, it is background. This combination sounds completely natural in Russian. Notice the pattern. The verbs do all the work. This table and all this lesson you can find on my Patreon. The rule is simple. Когда never changes, verbs do. The verb forms show whether something is in progress, repeated, or finished. Let's practice. Look at the situations and describe what was happening and what happened using когда. Pay attention to the verb aspects. What happened when the phone rang? And the answer is он чистил зубы, когда зазвонил телефон. Чистил is imperfective verb and зазвонил is perfective. Next situation. What happened when the bus arrived? Она стояла на остановке, когда приехал автобус. Стояла is imperfective and it's ongoing action. Приехал is perfective and it is completed action. And the last situation. What did they do when the cake appeared? Они ужинали, когда принесли торт. Ужинали is a process and принесли is a completed action. So ужинали is imperfective and принесли is a perfective verb. Now you can talk about time relationships in Russian in the past, the present, and the future using just one little word когда. Thanks for learning Russian with me. Спасибо. Пока.